Hello, this is Matt on the Moon Lambo channel, and I've got several stories for you in this video. I'll be starting with this one from Cointelegraph. Dot flip. Polkadot, that's a cryptocurrency for those of you not in the know. Polkadot overtakes XRP to become the fourth largest cryptocurrency. Now, as I record this, it's since flipped back, but I want to cover it and say a few things about it. Also, we have this piece, which is interesting as well. Also from Cointelegraph. Bitcoin briefly loses its top spot as top cryptocurrency. That's right. It was dethroned. Bitcoin was dethroned. I have a couple things to say on that as well. It was short-lived. Then we've got this, and this is scary as hell. Can we keep sounding the alarm on this? Tether Bank says it invests customer funds in Bitcoin. Oh, what? That is freaking insane. I can't wait to talk about how insane that is. I feel like I kind of now wish that I had decided to make that the first thing I talk about, but I won't. And then there's this from you today. Flare Network CEO Hugo Filion says Spark FLR not to be security. Now, to me, I would guess, and with my non-legal background, I would certainly guess that Spark token would be much more of a slam dunk not security than XRP. And of course, you know my position, right? Of course, I don't think XRP is a security. It don't make no damn sense. I do want to be clear, I don't have a financial background of any kind. I am not offering financial advice, and you should not buy or sell anything because of anything I say or write. I just think it's fun to talk about crypto-related topics. I'm an enthusiast, and I like making YouTube videos as a fun hobby. And that is all that it is. Into the first piece now. There have been some big movers as the crypto market rally resumes, and Polkadot's DOT token is among them. According to figures from leading analytics portal CoinGecko, DOT has flipped Ripple's XRP in terms of market capitalization following a massive gain of 26% over the past 24 hours. This makes it the new fourth largest cryptocurrency by market cap. Okay, it also displaced Litecoin. Where's the article about DOT overtaking Litecoin? Look, I've been here since November 2017 in the crypto space. I first purchased XRP November 2017. Accumulated for almost 3 full years, dollar cost averaging in, along with a few larger purchases towards the latter part of 2020, before finally recognizing I needed to stop, or else I had a serious spending problem with the XRP and would need some sort of help group, some sort of supportive group, like AA style, something like that. It's like where I come in, I like, hi, I'm Moon Lambo, and they say, hi, Moon Lambo, like that type of thing. So I paused the XRP purchasing. Now, nothing against DOT whatsoever. I don't own any. Who knows? Maybe I will at some point in the future. It looks like it's a kind of a green candle, and I don't chase green candles, so probably not anytime soon, if I ever do. I don't know. I haven't ruled it out. But in 2017, XRP was flipped multiple times by Litecoin. XRP also flipped Ethereum multiple times. And it's XRP didn't stay in the number 2 spot for long. But it was there a number of times. And it's just kind of interesting to see all of this. So people get scared when they see stuff like that. So I just wanted to address, XRP, it did bounce back. It's at number 4 as I record this. You can see a market cap of 13.3 billion with Polkadot at 12.9 billion. And so maybe it'll flip back again. I don't freaking know. But what's amazing to me is that XRP, as I record this, still number 4, despite a tremendous rally for Polkadot. So congrats to all. I'm sure there are some of you out there listening that hold Polkadot. And so congrats to you. The point of this is not to disparage another cryptocurrency project. I'm not into that unless it's a scam like Bitcoin. Then okay, fine. We can make fun of it. Super duper. But I just wanted to point out, you're going to see a bit of back and forth you would anyway, and it's amazing to me that it took an SEC lawsuit against Ripple for something like that to even be possible. Because, I shared in a very recent video that XRP, if it were in line with the rest of the altcoin market, it would be close to $2.35. That's the best estimate that I've been able to find. And so without that SEC news, I don't know what the price would be, but I believe substantially higher. Certainly at least over $1, wouldn't you think? I mean, I don't know. That's just what it seems like to me. But it's not just XRP getting flipped. Take a look at this. This was interesting to me. Bitcoin's market capitalization was briefly flippant today as wrapped Bitcoin suddenly gained quadrillions of dollars in value. WBTC showed a behemoth market cap of about $432 quadrillion for a brief period. And mind you, the total world money supply is estimated at $1.2 quadrillion, including derivatives, according to rankred.com. It sat listed atop all the other assets, even Bitcoin, which had a valuation of roughly $733 billion at the time. But crypto aficionados and maximalists need not worry about the usurpation of the Bitcoin crown. The move was a glitch on CoinMarketCap, which briefly displayed wrapped Bitcoin as worth more than all other assets in the world combined. Fair enough point, and that is a silly, wacky number. But if I could just make a couple observations here. As far as the amount of money that is in Bitcoin, because look, they cite $733 billion. To be clear, $733 billion did not flow into Bitcoin. I don't know what the number is, but it's substantially less than that because the price gets ramped up as new people come in. They pay more. Whoever they're buying the Bitcoin from, if they're selling it in a bull market, people are not selling at a loss then, right? And so they're paying more than what somebody else paid. It's not $733 billion. It'd be substantially less than that. I don't know what the number would be, but way, way, way less. And so I think like people don't understand what market cap is. I'm not convinced that CoinMarket understands what market cap is, because CoinMarketCap is supposed to be total supply times the current market price, and what they do instead. And I love Live Coin Watch, big fan, but they do it too. And so this would just have to be like a gentleman's disagreement type of thing. But they do the same thing as CoinMarketCap, where they take the circulating supply rather than the total supply. So they take the circulating supply, and then they times that times the market rate, and they call that market cap. But that's them hijacking the term market cap. Nowhere else in any other asset class is that done. If you go to stocks, they don't look at, what's the circulating supply of stocks? They take the total quantity of stocks times the market price. And that's not what the world of crypto does. So they hijacked the term. And so if they want to calculate something and say, no, this is the most important metric, if they want to say circulating supply times current market rate is the most important metric, that's at the forefront of our site, I don't have a problem with that. But don't call it market cap when it's not market cap, because that's convoluted. And to illustrate this point further, there was another coin, I think it started with the letter F. It was within the last 2 or 3 years. I can't remember. But it was some small cap coin. I don't even know if the damn thing still exists. If I really searched, maybe I'm sure I could find an article somewhere on the Webernets. But I remember that it was cited that this particular coin had a larger market cap than Bitcoin. It did. It legitimately did. And so it was, and why? Well, it's because it had some sort of massive supply, and even if it was worth, I don't remember what it was worth, it could have been fractions of a penny, it doesn't matter, but that times a huge supply equaled at that time a bigger market cap than Bitcoin. And that is genuinely how the market was valuing it. And what did CoinMarketCap and Live Coin Watch do? They we don't like that. And so they literally wouldn't put it atop Bitcoin, even though its market cap, verifiably so, was bigger than Bitcoin's, even when accounting just for the circulating supply. And so what I'm telling you here is these people, these CoinMarketCap and Live Coin Watch, they're manipulating the data. They absolutely are. Because what would happen if they were going to be intellectually honest, which would have required them listing this thing atop Bitcoin, that would have helped the market to determine, maybe this thing is substantially overvalued, because whether you think it's a good idea or not, humans are using market cap to kind of jockey for position in terms of like just getting a mental understanding of where these things deserve to be positioned. And by not allowing people to see that, given that CoinMarketCap and Live Coin Watch are the front runners in terms of displaying prices for the crypto asset class, by denying people that information, what happened ultimately was it probably was overvalued relative to whatever the hell it would have been if they had just not messed with what a market cap actually is in the first place. And so I recognize all this stuff. I don't think I've even mentioned this story on the channel before, but it's been in the back of my mind like for years. Anytime I think about it, I'm like, oh, God, it's just frustrating. It doesn't make any damn sense. Just be intellectually honest, do what's right. If you're going to stand by the equation, don't pretend something doesn't exist just because if it's going to disrupt your narrative. Like that to me is troubling, and it's disingenuous. I don't like it. So I just thought I'd say my little piece on that. And that's why really XRP's market cap should be twice what it is, right? Roughly, because they're not accounting for what's in escrow. Because mind you, that XRP has already been issued. Ripple is not the issuer. It is in circulation, and they're not considering it to be in circulation. And so then you could say, okay, well, it's in escrow, so we're not counting that. That's a bad argument too, because as it turns out, they're not tracking all the XRP that's in escrow, just Ripple's. And on top of that, they're not counting that for any other cryptocurrency that I'm aware of anyway. And so they're not even equally, applying the rules as they want to game the system on the websites here. They're not even gaming it fairly there. Like, it's wrong. It's wrong on its face. I'm going to reject this to the end. And it's okay if you think that market cap is actually circulating supply times the current rate. I respectfully disagree. I think that makes no sense. I think that they should be able to calculate that. It's just not market cap. They hijack the term market cap. That's my position. But if you think I'm wrong, that's fine. You can articulate your position. But I feel pretty strong. Like, I've heard arguments, all sorts of different arguments, and I've never found the compelling. But hey, I'm willing to be convinced if you can put down a compelling case. But I think that's going to be kind of tough, because market cap meant one thing for like the history of mankind until cryptocurrency came along and then hijacked the term and made it something else. So change my mind. All right. Now let's take a look at this. Tether Bank says it invests customer funds in Bitcoin. And if this doesn't make you want to vomit, then I don't know, just try some Epicac? I don't know, because this is disgusting. Deltec, Tether's Bahamas-based bank, announced Thursday it was investing customer funds in Bitcoin. And it's like, what? So wait a minute. We already do. It's like the last news story I can recall, Tether did publicly state, and mind you, they've not been audited publicly by a third party. The last news story I can think of, it may have been like a year ago, I don't remember, but they stated that like 76% of the Tether issued was backed by currency. And so I was like, so it's not a one-to-one thing here. I was like, that's dangerous. So you're just printing up money and then it's going into Bitcoin, which would prop up the price of Bitcoin. It's already there. I was like, well, that's scary enough. Now it's even worse. Well, think about this. So you purchase Tether. Imagine you do that on a cryptocurrency exchange. Let's say you put in $1,000. And you get, so they get your $1,000, and say it's United States dollars. It could be whatever your currency is, but let's just say it's United States dollars. You give them 1,000 United States dollars. You get $1,000 worth of Tether, which is supposed to always be worth $1 USD, right? They then take that real money, give you the fake money that you just paid them for, and then they invest that in Bitcoin, which means instead of $1,000 being in play, it's $2,000 now being in play. And because think about it, say you're purchasing USDT, maybe you ultimately put it in Bitcoin, like 1,000 could go into Bitcoin, and then your real money that you gave to Tether also goes into Bitcoin. That is freaking insane. Is anybody else concerned? Just wait till regulation comes down on this stuff. That's why, like, to the maximalists that are just like, oh yeah, just like, it's like the room's on fire. Like, yeah, everything's fine. Like, they're just pretending like this isn't a thing, but it's a thing. Here's the story from, they're not even denying it. They're saying, yeah, we're taking your real money and buying Bitcoin with it. Oh, okay, this will end well. Is anybody else concerned? It cannot just be me, right? All right, last piece here. Flare Network CEO Hugo Filion says Spark is not a security. Now, to me, this wasn't terribly surprising here. I don't want to go through this whole article here because it gets into other stuff too, but I just wanted to mention this. But, so with XRP, and again, I don't believe XRP is a security, of course, but the argument, of course, is that the creators of XRP then went and started Ripple, gave it to themselves, the whole thing, and then they went and sell it. So at least you can have some sort of coherent argument. I don't believe XRP is a security. You know my stance on all this if you've been listening to me, but at least there's an argument there. Now, with Flare Networks issuing the Spark token, there's like no earthly way that anybody could, with a straight face, say that it's a security, right? Because they're not selling it. They're giving away all of it. I mean, actually, I can't recall if maybe like their foundation selling, but in the short term, maybe for voting rights or something like that. But they're not selling it. Period. So if they're not selling any of it, there's certainly no investment contract. They're not doing it, like, nothing. So I couldn't possibly imagine that the hammer's going to come down on them too. But worth mentioning, and it was nice to see that Hugo kind of acknowledged this and just kind of talked about it for the first time I'd ever seen him talk about it. And so he wrote here, Flare Networks itself will not be involved in the business of applications that can potentially leverage its instruments. Thus, there is no possibility that Flare will have equities and securities, Mr. Filion added. So there you go. Seems like an open and shut case, but I just thought I'd mention it because I've never really, that I can recall, talked about this topic on my channel, and I've never seen certainly anything from him. So there we are. So SEC won't be coming after your Spark tokens, right? In all likelihood. I don't know. They're a bunch of idiot sticks with what they're doing with Ripple. So who knows? Who knows? Maybe I'm wrong. I'll wrap up there, though. I am not a financial advisor. Do not buy or sell anything because of anything that I say or write. That would be a very, very, very bad idea. Until next time, to the moon, Lambo.